explain all about HTML tables. So if you are new here, I'm so glad you joined us. In this video, we'll take it step by step with clear examples. You can easily follow along even if you are completely new to HTML. So grab your favorite code editor and let's get started. You can use either tbody for mobile phone and Visual Studio Code for laptop. In HTML, a table is used to organize data in rows and columns. So kind of like a spreadsheet. Imagine a grid where each price of student information is neatly into its own box. Let me check an example here. Like this. So tables are great for showing things like students' grades, gender, department, or any data you want to present in a neat table formula, in any tabular format. So by the end of this video, you know how to create and style your own table with HTML and a bit of CSS too. So first, every table starts with the table tag. This table tag. The table tag acts like a container box for all the rows and cells of your table. So you place your table code between the opening table and closing table tags. So let us write the simplest table tag and see what we get. Let's try it. So you start with table. So your content goes in here. Let's preview it. So if you see, this is an empty table right now. It has no row or cells, so it won't show anything on the page, but we have created the basic structure. So always make sure you have both the opening and the closing tag of the table. So inside the table, we add rows using the table row tag, tr tag. So tr stands for table row. So each tr tag we create in a new row in the table. We create a new row in the table. So then inside the new row, we put cells inside it. So regular cells are created with td. Td meaning table data. Is it here? So each TD is one of the cell of the table where you put your data, like text or numbers. So this is an example here. This is an example. This is the output here. So it shows one row. They will be on the same row. So mathematics and 85. Let us create the table like this. So this is where all the table data will be. CD. So let us put it here, cell 1. Let's create another one. Cell 2. Cell 3. So let's preview this. So as you can see, so let's add another row. So for creating a row, we use this. Don't let us forget that we use tr. So let us create another tr tag. Then inside it, our table data goes td. Cell 4. So let's review it. As you can see, but this cell has no border. We'll put a border there. So in this example, we have a table with 2 rows. Each row is started by tr and ended by tr, the closing tr. So inside the first row, we have the first 3 cells, which is cell 1, cell 2, cell 3, and inside the second row we have cell 4, cell 5, cell 6. So visually this creates 2 row 3 and 2 row by 3 column. So 3 column, 2 row, 1 and 2, 1 1 and 2. If you view this as we view it now, the text applied, no grid, it has no visible borders, but we will start that soon. So for tables, sometimes we want a header row to label the column. So that we use the th tag, which stands for table header. By default, browser render the th text as bold and centered to indicate this header. So let's update our example by putting th there. This is an example here. Why this is the output. So let's create something like this to explain the heading. So to start, to put all this border, we use an attribute called border. So let's try it out. So the first thing you do is to give the table a border. So you give it a color 1px solid black. So one px solid black. So this will give the table a back. So this 1px means the weight of the color of the border. Sorry. So now to build this, we would need to use this name. This name, all these three will be the table header. So let's try that out first. Let's put the table header. They are in the same row. So the three table header tags will be inside a table row. Don't let us forget that. So instead of td, it will be th. So name. What else again? Let me check. So school and church. School, then church. Church. So let's review this firstly. So as you can see, it gives it a border. So let us add the data. So as we all know, the data can't be in the same row as the heading, so it will also be in the next row. So let's add it. So we need to add another table row. So what else again? So Matthew. Then if you check this now, this is another row. So this will be the three we would need to follow. This first three. So Matthew, the next data will be Matthew and you can primary school and redeem. Matthew. Then redeem. So let's check this. As you can see, Shegun, University of Lagos, Christ Ambassador. So let's preview this also. As you can see, last but not the least, Shola, Lagos State University, Catholic. So we add another table row. Then inside it we put the table data. Shola, CD, Lagos State University, then Catholic. So as you can see, if you want to add other rows, we add it with this one. So let's talk about column and some others. Now the caption tag. So the caption tag allows you to add a caption or title to your table using the caption tag. So the caption tag is placed right beneath the table tag and it provides a summary or title for the whole table. So by default, the caption appears above the table. As you can see here, this is the caption. This is the caption. So let's add a caption to our example table here. So let's add student data caption. Students data. So as you see, it's student data. So now let's move next to the organizing tables, which are the thead, tbody, and the tfoot. So HTML also provide tags to group parts of the body, though they don't change how it looks by default. So thead is used to group the header contents like the header row, while tbody is used for the main body of the table, which is the table data, and tfoot is used for footer rows like summaries, either totals, those one that are usually beneath the table, like total amounts of a money or so. So these are optional, but it can help us organize our code and be useful for styling or scripting. So let us see how they wrap around the table parts. So in each of these, let us add something like, so there's the footer. Let us add something like another head for food or school fee. So here we add data for school fee for Matthew. So let us add for Shegun. So let us add for Shola. So as you see, this is the school fee. So let us check total amounts for school fee. So for the school fee, we need to use the tfoot. So inside it we put our tr. Then inside it we now put the data. So let us check for the first TD. Totals. So total. So for the last one, which is the fee, CD. So what is the total of these 300, 300, 600? That is $4,100. So $4,100. So let us check it. It will be bold. Okay. So those tags are just used for mere grouping. So let us move to column span and colspan on for just one collecting two data. So let us check it. The next one is merging cells with colspan and rowspan. Sometimes we want a cell to span multiple columns or rows. For that HTML provides two attributes, colspan, which is column and rowspan. So for instance, like this is containing two, while this is also containing two. So let's try it out. Let's build something like this. So let's start table. So I did not explain the border earlier, the last time I used CSS, but let me use, so you can use border equals to 1 or 2. Then cell padding. Okay, let us use this first. So let us add CR. This is just an example. So this border, you see it should be 1. So if we add, let us add another one. This is 2, sorry. So if we add 6 for instance, it will not tick. Can you see? So now to space it, we use cell padding. So you can give it 5. It gives it more space. So let's give it an obvious figure firstly. So let's give it like 5. Easy. Add more, probably 20. It gives it a space around it. Padding means to give something space around it. So now let's go back the real project, which is this. So let's build this first. Starting first is to update the heading inside the TR, student name, maths, English, science. So as you can see, so let's continue the next one. So as you can see, this jumper uses 2 rows. So to expand it like this, we use colspan. So let's try it out. Let's add another table row. Jumper. It was not. So the first row here we are going to update is this age 14, 78, 82 and 75. So like you can see now, so let's create the next row. Before creating the next row, which is this, so to not have any issue, let us add the column span to this. To extend to 2 rows, we are going to add a row span. So it's 2, so it cannot show yet now. So let us add the other value. Let's check. So as you can see now, so let us add the other value. So sorry, I over-added some. So this is for the clear. So if you can notice here, this student's name is occupying 2 columns. So now to do that in our own, so we use the column span attribute. So let us add it. Student's name colspan equals to 2. So see, as you can see, it has occupied 2. If we add 3, it's going to occupy 3. So it depends on the number of column you want it to occupy. So for here we add 2. So let's add for the last one. I don't think we need a lot here. So this is just normal one. This should be another table row. Then you input the table data here. For the last one also, that's how you're going to do it. A great job. Let's quickly recap all what we have learned about HTML today. So we start with the table tag and then into the closing table tag. We put a row inside it and one row per tr. Each row has the cells and cd for normal cell, yth for header cell. We use caption to add title. Optional, you can use thead. You can use thead. Tfoot for grouping table sections. So colspan lets us span multiple columns or rows. So in the next video, we'll build a student result table using all the above elements I mentioned earlier. So and we also added simple CSS borders and padding to style the table. So now it's your turn. Try making your own table. For example, you can make a schedule, a price list, or even a mini address using the above tags. So thank you for watching this video on HTML tables. So if you find it helpful, So if you find it helpful, please give it a thumb ups and subscribe for more coding tutorial. So keep practice, and I will see you in the next video. Thank you.